Hi SLP. Today I want to talk about something important, and that is your mental health. So for the next few minutes, I want to provide some meaningful, effective, efficient ways for you to incorporate your mental health into your days as a speech-language pathologist. Now, in our course, we define mental health as your emotional and your psychological well-being. It's something on the inside. We can't see it. Now, the thing is that our mental health also contributes to our interactions with the world. So it impacts how we interact with our clients and our students, the people in your clinic or your educational peers that you work alongside with every single day. Now, time is not something that is on our side. However, we have to make the time to ensure that our emotional well-being and our psychological well-being is the bandwidth is wide in order for us to support the human beings that we need to help in terms of their communication journey. So I wanted to go through a few things that I do as a part of my day as a person who has anxiety and is sad sometimes to best incorporate those strategies. So the very first strategy that you can do is to be present. Now, sometimes we think a lot about things that have happened in the past. We are anxious or nervous about things that are going to happen in the future. But being present is something that helps with our emotional overall well-being. So I start off my day, I used to drive through somewhere to grab a coffee, or I would make a quick coffee in our Keurig. But now I take the extra 4 to 6 minutes to do a coffee press. Now that seems silly, but while I boil the water, I pour it into the coffee press contraption and I stand there and I wait. I start off by giving gratitude for the day. Now today I was grateful to have a partner who's home right now with our third child because he's home with a fever. And then just standing there and being present with the day, hearing the birds outside our kitchen window, seeing the sun rising up. And just really checking in with those things. So the second strategy that I use in terms of supporting my mental health is I make the time to meditate. Now, what that looks a little bit differently on every single day. Now, there are some misconceptions about meditation, and people think, you sit there or you lay there and you don't think about anything. Now, the thing is that thoughts are going to keep coming into our brains all the time. But I just let the thoughts come in and then I say thanks for the thought and then I dismiss the thought and then I let the thoughts go out. So in the same way that I clean up my dishes after I eat, or I get my kids to help pick up toys whenever we're playing at home, we clean all of those things out. So meditation is a way for us to clean out this part and this part to start our day off well or to end our day well. Here's a short little video to show you what it looks like here in the office. And sometimes I will meditate for 3 minutes, sometimes it's 10, and then the other day I had the luxury to do it, so I did it for 30 minutes. And then the third strategy that I use, and it taps into being present, is that one way for us to be really present in our day is to check in with our 5 senses: sight, smell, taste, hearing, and touch. So in my workspace, there are things that I have that bring me joy. My plants, and I have my coffee, and I have my art. But whenever I am feeling anxious and overwhelmed and stressed out, I go through my 5 senses just to check in with myself, to kind of ground myself. Oh, I see the green in the leaf in the plant. I taste the coffee that's on my tongue. I hear the kids next door playing outside that's in the daycare next door. And so going through each of the 5 senses, going through that process and then taking a deep breath is a way for me to just kind of recenter myself. And then the last thing is taking breaks, SLPs. I will work usually for about an hour to an hour and a half, and then whenever I have a break, what I will do is I will stand up and then I will go outside and I'll walk around the block. Sometimes I listen to music, sometimes I just walk, but taking breaks is something that if you look at the research, it helps us to be more productive whenever we are sitting down at the table or whenever we're sitting there in front of our students and our clients. So know that breaks are significant and meaningful in terms of making you be more productive, and your interactions are more meaningful whenever you're doing it. So those are some strategies that I use: being present, gratitude, meditation, using my 5 senses, and taking breaks. And those are things that you can do to support your overall mental health. So thank you for your efforts as a speech language pathologist. You take care of a lot of people who need communication support, and make sure that you start by taking care of yourself. All right. Thanks so much, SLPs. Bye.